Hey there friends, how you doing? I'm MisterBo, and in today's video we're going to be attempting to remake Electron Avenue from Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled in the track builder in Hot Wheels Unleashed. Now there is a slight problem, and that is I've already made this video, but the footage was corrupted and artifacty and it just wouldn't load up in Premiere, which means I can't show you me making it. However, what I do have is the finished track. So for this video we're going to dive into Nitro-Fueled, give you guys a look at Electron Avenue in case you've never played Crash Team Racing before. We're then going to dive into the track that I built, and I'll give you an overview of why I built it that way and what I did with the track, and then we'll dive in, we'll drive on the track, and then we'll throw up a side-by-side comparison and take a look at how well I actually recreated the track. Now we're going with Electron Avenue because a couple of weeks ago I asked you guys with a poll on the community section which track from Nitro-Fueled you want me to make, and well, Electron Avenue won, with Hot Air Skyways a close second. So if you do enjoy this video, then let me know. Either click that like button or comment down below, and we'll do more of these in the future, trying to make Hot Air Skyways as well as a bunch of other Crash Team Racing tracks. I'm still working on the format of this show. Obviously how I did it before didn't quite work, so maybe we do this as a live stream every week where you guys can give me advice as we make the track. That might be pretty cool. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So on screen here you are seeing the original Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled Electron Avenue. Obviously this is a remake from the version in Crash Team Racing Nitro Kart. We are just going to be going with the Nitro-Fueled version, so there won't be any anti-gravity section in my track, even though you can do that in Hot Wheels Unleashed. Now this is one of the favourite tracks in Nitro-Fueled, and it has a pretty interesting layout. The track takes you down a big drop at the beginning, and then you slowly make your way back up by the end of the course to match up with the finish line, which you'll see I had a little bit of trouble with when it came to my version. So there you have it, that is Electron Avenue. Let's go over to what I made in Hot Wheels Unleashed, because I think I did fairly decent for my first attempt at building a track in this game. Now I built it in the track room because I did initially start in the garage because I thought it had the kind of vibe of Electron Avenue, but I realized that for my first track, I probably want a blank canvas because I don't want to try and work my way around different objects, and I get to the end of it and be like, oh, I can't actually build the track here anymore because there's a giant barrel in the way. So we went with the track room, and this is the track, nice and blue with turbo pads, anti-grav sections just to make the track look cool, and some lights and things around the edge. So as you can see, we have the start line here, we have that initial jump down to the bottom. Now one thing you will notice is that I've made the track slightly longer in sections because the cars in Hot Wheels Unleashed just are quicker, and because of that I've also toned down some of the turbo pad sections. Normally where you'd have a long straight of turbo pads, it's a small one because if I'd have done the long one, you'd go flying off the track. So we make our way around, we've gone past the first jump, the second jump, and we're slowly making our way up to this section where you'd normally find the turbo tunnel. Now again, as I mentioned, I've toned back some of the turbo pads, so it's just a little turbo pad at the beginning, but you've got the long straight here that takes you into another little jump and back down onto this sort of chicane section. I've added a checkpoint in here because I did realize you could kind of cheese it and cut a lot of the track, so we fixed that. Obviously we can't add the section where you jump to the other bit up top because there's no jumps in Hot Wheels Unleashed that you can apply just straight to the track. We then make our way around. I've added a few more boost pads, another sort of chicaney type section, and you'll notice this section is a lot longer than the original track because I needed to make sure that I went past the start line so I could connect back up and this track made sense. We then go round into this other long straight where you'd normally have a little bit of a turbo pad. I've taken the turbo pad pretty much away from the jump because again we just went flying, and we kind of hit the roof of the map here, so it's not as an angle as it's supposed to be, but it's still the same kind of layout here as we make our way around. We then do our sort of final jump into this almost figure 8 section where we normally swing around left, back right, hit the turbo pads where the fields are, the force fields that can knock you off, and then take a right across the finish line. However, I don't know what went wrong, but we didn't come anywhere near the finish line, and the finish line was at a completely different angle. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure what went wrong, but I added this long straight so people can fight for first place as they make their way down to the end of the race. So that is my version of Electron Avenue. Let's actually race on this and you can see what it's like, because I think I've done a fairly decent job at it. Alright, here we are then. This is my Electron Avenue. Obviously I've done the validation in the tractor, but I haven't driven around in a normal car yet, so we went with the Batmobile. And let's see what we can do. Let's see if I can set a good time. Now I realized when I was validating this in the tractor that you don't really want to boost that much on this track because you can go flying off pretty easily. So let's go around to the second jump, drifting nicely. It's a little bit tight, but it'll do. I'm actually pretty impressed with what I managed to do here for, again, a first attempt. If we make more tracks from Nitro-Fueled, then hopefully we'll get better as we go along. The track editor can be pretty tricky to get your hands around, or head around and then get your hands on. Trying to make courses work the way you want, trying to make sure that they stay straight, they're going at the right kind of angle. It is pretty tricky, especially when you're trying to recreate something that already exists. If you're just trying to create something from scratch, it's fairly easy, you can kind of just do whatever. But when you're trying to make something that's been in something else, it's a tricky job. But as we head around to the final section of the course here, again, I think I've done a pretty good job. I think this could be a lot of fun in an online race. I'm on Xbox and I've shared this to the online servers. So if you're on Xbox, you're in an online race, hey, if you see Electron Avenue created by myself up there, vote for it and see what it's like in an online race. So the final jump here, you might be able to cheese that section if you boost. Maybe I should have added a checkpoint. I might go back, I'll see. We head round to what is supposed to be the final couple of corners. Unfortunately, not in this version. There is a section where you get to do a little bit of a drag race against other people as we make our way to the finish line and get a nice 150, 149, 293. And we miss the track. So there you have it. That is Electron Avenue. I managed to set another time in between the recording here of a 1:39. So again, try and beat that if you can. I'm sure you can. From the view here in the menu, it looks pretty accurate, I think. You could recognize that as Electron Avenue. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, sorry this didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, with me actually showing you how I built the track. But if you did enjoy this, you want to see me show you how I build the tracks in the future, then let me know, click the like button, and we'll get on to Hot Air Skyways. Or again, maybe you want to see this as a live stream where you can interact and we can build this together in sort of short 1.5 2 hour streams. I think that could be a lot of fun. On screen, you're going to be seeing the side-by-side comparison of my version with the Nitro-Fueled version. 50-50, I think I did a pretty decent job, all things considered. Again, let me know if you did enjoy this by clicking that like button. If you're new around here, then subscribe for more gaming content and coverage and bad track remakes like this one. Apart from all of that though, cheers for watching and for hanging out with me. I do super appreciate it. Hopefully I will catch you around. But until then, as always, make sure you take care. Bye-bye.